My name is Daniel Buckley. I'm 18. I live in Narbonne, Pennsylvania. I race 250B and Open B. Pretty much what got me started was I got a TTR 125 and just right around my house a lot, had a couple jumps, pretty much about it. And then started racing Sleepy Hollow, Flying Dutchman, Pagoda a little bit, and started racing more and more. And then moved my way up to a 125 two-stroke, raced that for a little while, then got myself a Honda 250 and been racing on and on ever since then, just progressing on more and more every single time I ride. First race didn't go too well. I think my first moto I wrecked out, had some bike problems. I was racing low track, but still I crashed. Next moto I wasn't really anywhere near that, but it was a learning experience. It was pretty nervous. I was pretty nervous the whole time riding, but it was really good. I loved it ever since I started racing. So once I got that feeling, I could never stop racing. For my training, I lift 3 days a week, and I run almost every day, 30 minutes, a couple miles, and then I usually like to ride one time a week during the week, and then I ride both days over the weekend, try to get out as much as I can, practice as much as I can. Usually Sunday, I race every Sunday, and just I train constantly over the week. Last year was pretty good. I won a lot of local races. I won both the 250C and the Open C points at Sleepy Hollow. At Dutchman I did the same thing, but for Loretta's I qualified out in Indiana again, and I qualified at in District 6 too. But when I went to the regional, I went out to the regional in Michigan. We had some bike problems, and it just wasn't. I didn't qualify out there. I think I got a 16th place out there, and it wasn't good enough to make it. But I got a lot faster last year, and I think I'm ready for the B class this year. My best race had to be out in Indiana. The track was called Hang Time, and the track was awesome. It was a qualifier for Loretta's. I won all 4 of my motos in 250C and Open C. It was ridiculous. The track had a jump 110 foot. It was my first time ever hitting a jump that big, and it was a really big stepping stone for me because it was wide open the whole time, and I won all my motos. My goals this year is I'm gonna race local a lot and practice as much as I can, and mostly top 10s is what I'm aiming for, but that's what I'm aiming for. If I can't get that, it's something to work for. And after this year, I'm gonna practice a lot more over the winter and ride as much as I can. Then I might try to go for Loretta's next year again, maybe mini O's and B class. There's a lot faster guys in B class and C class, so it's gonna be a lot harder. But that's what my goal is for this year and next year. I'd like to thank Access Suspension. They have the best suspension out there. It's so smooth. And Utopia Goggles and ECS for helping me out with all my parts and being behind me. My mom and dad back me completely. They come to every single one of my practices, my races. They buy me almost all my parts, and they support me 100%. They've taken me everywhere that I've needed to go, and without them, I wouldn't be where I am now. I love motocross because of all the people out here. Everybody's friends, everybody talks to each other, and it's just fun. The racing is so much fun. It's not like any other sport out there. You're dependent on yourself and how you do and how you finish, and I don't think there's any other sport out there that's anywhere close to it.
Finding through the cracks we made in the wall. Finding through the cracks we made.